Do you love pastels but struggle to make space for them in your practice? They're undeniably messy, can be a pain in your sketchbook, and difficult to transport and store. And depending on the brand, they can be very expensive. In this video, I'm going to share some of the ways I bring pastels into my practice outside and into my sketchbook, and show you some tricks to make storage and getting them from place to place much easier. Welcome to Art Post. I'm Sarah Henneke Flores, and this is the vlog where I bring you along for my studies and experiments in art and parenting. Thanks for being here. Sealing pastel paintings is a big topic, especially oil pastel works, since oil pastels famously never dry in the same way other paints do. I've heard this disputed, with artists saying they do eventually dry, but I haven't tested this myself because of a lack of space. I need my work to be able to be stored as soon as possible. My favorite way to seal my oil pastel paintings is with the natural acrylic medium from Natural Earth Paints, which I'll link below. It's non-toxic, plastic-free, and archival. It has very little smell, and though I get migraines pretty regularly, I've never gotten one after working with this product. It does leave a gloss, which might not be your thing, but it's not as intense after the medium dries. They also just came out with a matte medium, which I'm dying to try, but haven't gotten to yet, which probably doesn't have this gloss. Before moving on to talking about soft pastels, I just want to show you quickly how I transport oil pastel paintings when I'm outside. So I bring a sheet of paper, roughly cut to the same size as the painting. I press it onto the oil pastel, and then I press the paper itself between two boards. And these I just keep from the back of my sketch pads. There are a couple of things I'd like to say about working with chalk or soft pastels. Sealing soft pastel work has gotten much simpler for me since I got this product. It's the SpectraFix Final Fix Advanced Fixative, which is a mouthful, with the continuous spray top. I apply it in several layers to work on my sketchbook, and when I use it with a good paper, which I'll say more about in a minute, I can actually get away with closing the sketchbook without paper or glassine between the pages. I tried this sketchbook, which I believe is a Fabriano softcover artist journal, but I obviously didn't fall in love with it since I started it almost 2 years ago and have hardly used it. This, on the other hand, is one of the Pith sketchbooks. It's just the untreated cover. I should really put something on the front so it's cuter. It's got the lay flat binding. You can see the little Pith tag. They're really pretty affordable from Jackson's in the UK. They do have a US warehouse, so you don't have to always pay for the international shipping. But I've been kind of amazed because this paper does not have that much tooth. It's very smooth, so it's really pleasant to use with pen for very simple drawings or colored pencils. But I also did this pen drawing of my baby sleeping. To my great surprise and delight, it is really fun to paint with pastels in this book. And the pastels don't really smudge at all. I don't know what it is about the paper that makes that possible, but it does it, and I'm not going to question it because it's fun. It means I can do things like this, which are very dramatic and like very pigment heavy, and close the book after. This is how I keep it stored, no paper between the pages, and not worry about it. I do, just to be extra safe, spray that fixative that I showed over top. But it's made it so that I can take pastels outside and not worry so much about the mess. I hope this has been helpful and that you paint where you're planted, that you use the resources you have and enjoy being outside and Get into those pastels. Don't leave them sitting around.